There exists within each of us a guide, a whisper that cuts through noise. It reveals truth and warns of deception. It points toward paths forward and signals when retreat becomes wisdom. This internal compass doesn't craft poetry or memorable phrases. Instead, it delivers unfiltered clarity about what matters. It identifies genuine companions from convenient acquaintances. It knows when agreement serves us and when opposition protects us. It recognizes the person beside us who might share our entire journey. Sometimes this guidance arrives with absolute certainty. Move forward, hold steady. This is correct, that is wrong. Other times it barely makes itself heard. Everyone possesses this inner knowing. Honor it always. Nobody can promise that someone experiencing hardship today cannot rise tomorrow. Who possesses authority to declare your aspirations impossible? Who holds the right to say your vision lies beyond reach? Such predictions carry no weight. When you commit to enduring every challenge standing between you and your destination, who legitimately has power to prevent you? You earn the right to trust your instincts. Nobody maintains authority to deny you after you've claimed your place through effort and earned your position through dedication. My arrival at this point required relentless work. No hours wasted on passive entertainment, no unnecessary days off. I understand intimately what achievement demands. One particular day brought a decision that everything would change. Mediocrity had exhausted its welcome. Being merely good had lost its appeal. The decision was final. The moment had arrived. Regarding your existence, when will you stop claiming difficulty as an excuse and start declaring that regardless of apparent impossibility, despite every voice of doubt, through every obstacle encountered on this path toward achievement, completion will happen? This mindset becomes essential. Stop cataloging reasons for failure and discover the single reason compelling success. Why you must, why you should. Begin accepting responsibility for your existence. We understand the coming battle. We recognize the approaching journey holds difficulty. We know obstacles await. We anticipate discomfort. We expect attempts to break our resolve. We see them approaching. We already know these things. Therefore, commit to victory before the battle begins. Perhaps you've experienced loss and unfairness, but what you need to fulfill your purpose isn't found in what disappeared. It exists in what remains. Accept your current circumstances and maximize them. Becoming irreplaceable isn't tied to a specific role. It's a character quality you cultivate. Wherever you're positioned, you'll invest the effort. You'll acquire the skills. You'll expand your capabilities to become undeniably excellent in that position. Living your vision is possible. It's essential that you surround yourself with successful people, that you commit to your approach, that you become relentless, that you refuse surrender. It's on you. You must accept personal responsibility. You must make this your personal mission to manifest results. You must resolve internally that you can do this, acknowledging the difficulty while declaring yourself the one to make this happen, the one to achieve success in this endeavor. Yes, it will be hard, but discover what makes it worthwhile for you. You'd be amazed at your potential if you simply decided to win. Managing life's tragedies is hard. When you invest everything into something that fails, it's hard. When you lose your resources and others' resources, it's hard. Struggle becomes necessary. The magnitude of your struggle matches the magnitude of your eventual peace. When everyone around you suffers, when mentalities collapse and spirits fail, that's when some people shine. That's when all that misery transforms into massive drive and motivation to lead others further, because you can extract tremendous power from suffering. Life created you this way. We cannot exist in fear. We cannot exist in judgment. We cannot fear others' current opinions or words about us. We cannot allow that fear. As you examine yourself, whatever fears exist, recognize where you might need help strengthening yourself as you evaluate your strengths and weaknesses, as you begin proving yourself. If you decide to experience your complete potential, as you decide to manifest your full greatness, to advance from one level to the next, for any person to transform, what they want must exceed what they currently possess. Sometimes you must compete intensely, physically, toughly, because the competition itself is tough and hard. But you possess what it takes. I need you to speak up and declare expectation of victory. Announce that yesterday marked the final day of losing. Yesterday was the last day of falling short. When you pursue a goal, expect it to happen. Expect success. Expect positivity. If you can expect it. If you can wake feeling like a winner. If you can wake speaking like a winner. If you can expect everything you do will result in winning. You'll never fall short again. If you don't love it, if you're not enjoying the process, you don't truly love it. You'll surrender. Dreams exist within you. New levels await. They simply need activation. You know who sees dreams realized? Activated people. You know who goes further than imagined? Passionate people. Consider someone working standard hours. They make a sale and feel excited. When you reach my level and achieve one thing, you immediately pursue the next level, then the next, then the next. A true hunter's goal isn't the prize. A true hunter's goal is hunting itself. Some of you in this space might not be at full strength yet. For those who are 70% determined and 30% hesitant, that's barely enough for that other person. Many of us, because of our limited self-vision, focus on problems and let them overwhelm us. We start thinking we have no options, believing there's no exit. We have two primary choices in existence. We can either accept conditions as they exist, or we can accept responsibility to change them. I'm obsessed with improvement. Every day brings growth. Those of you with devices, every new device released, you acquire it. Every upgrade, you get it. Every software update, you get it. You're upgrading your technology but haven't upgraded yourself. What vision, what abilities, what healing, what freedom? It still burns inside. It's a small ember now. It just needs your passion added to it. Start believing. Start acting like it will happen. Start stepping forward with boldness. Creating excuses is easy. Talking ourselves out of action is easy. I tried, but it didn't work out. Try again. That didn't extinguish your fire. If you want something intensely enough, you can't let anyone tell you it's impossible, not even yourself. I would debate with myself. I could do it. People doubted me. Sometimes I doubted myself, too. To accomplish anything successfully in existence, you must want it as intensely as you want to breathe. And if you want it that intensely, if you're willing to give it that much, you obtain a significant piece of what you want. And existence and visions do become real. Anything you want can happen, become reality. The biggest mistake a person can make regardless of their situation is surrendering. You might not reach the absolute best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now. Some people's will is so diminished. I have never encountered anyone who became incredibly successful in any area of their existence until they had suffered and worked and sacrificed and maintained their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a vision and you commit to it, it will come to pass. They ask why I work out so intensely, 5 hours daily, 6 hours daily, always with a smile, while others working out just as intensely look miserable. I told people constantly that for me, I'm aiming for a goal. Before me is the championship title. Every repetition brings me closer to accomplishing that goal, to transforming this goal this vision into reality. Every single set, every repetition, every weight lifts me one step closer to turning this goal into reality. Some of you aren't successful because every single time you encounter a trial, every time you encounter a tribulation, you stop and surrender too easily. I need effort from you. I need you to match whatever effort the opposition presents. Match the effort. I get happier about greater difficulty because I know nobody else will follow. If you can shift from "this is hard" to "nobody else will be able to do this," it flips from being something pitiful to something powerful. So many people possess ability and simply refuse to leave that couch, refuse to study additional hours, refuse to go deeper, to go further. That's where I gained advantage. Being great nowadays is easy because most people are weak. There are those saying they want to be wealthy, want to be the best at this company, but your value system says you believe in rest more than you believe in grinding. If you're going to advance to the next level, your values will need to change. You don't have time. That's false. You don't have support. That's false. You don't know the best approach, or you're too old, or you're too young. Of course, you're too old or too young. False. And you're too busy. Sure you are. That's false. And you're too tired, or you're too sore, or you're just not feeling it. False. 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 And the list continues. Most intelligent people realize value exists in stepping outside comfort. On the other side of discomfort exists something valuable. We're told that worthwhile things are difficult to attain, because if they weren't difficult to attain, they wouldn't be worthwhile. This is how non-valuable but difficult things get slipped into our desires without us noticing. Attaining something worthwhile is often going to be difficult, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's worthwhile. We use challenge as a proxy for virtue or value or alignment or integrity. There's signaling happening here, too. Difficult things by design will be attained by few people, which makes them desirable simply because it's an easy way to stand out from the crowd. But just because it's difficult to attain does not mean it's valuable. People look at champions and try finding something that champion has that they don't have. But it's not that at all. They lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is and your existence is just to live your existence inside the world. Try not to crash into the walls too much. Try to have a nice family existence, have fun, save a little money. But existence, that's very limited existence. Existence can be much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call existence was made up by people no smarter than you, and you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. And you're going to fail, and you're going to fail, and you're going to fail, and then you're going to win. And that's existence. Existence without those challenges is just survival. Don't just survive. Go truly live. You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your task list. You'll wonder whether you made the right decision and have no way to know for years. This is what difficulty feels like, and that's acceptable. Everything worth doing is difficult. The more worth doing it is, the more difficult it is. The greater the reward, the greater the hardship. If it's difficult, good. It means nobody else will do it. More for you, existence doesn't happen to you. Existence happens for you. Opportunities will arrive to you every day. Either they're for you. You can remain scared of opportunities, or you can embrace them and accept them. Do something you don't know if you can accomplish. Do that thing you don't know if you can do. Stop being afraid of hard work. Every single person who wants to do something with their existence and has done something with their existence has gone through the exact chapter you're going through. It's the lonely chapter. Existence is going to hit you with a certain level of opposition. It's going to test your will and test your heart. Existence is going to say to you, "You said you wanted it. Now let's see how badly you really want it." And then once we hit that wall, we don't quit. We don't surrender. We activate a switch called will, and we start using our willpower. Yes, we're tired. Yes, we're hungry. Yes, the mind is saying surrender. Yes, it's saying quit. But we cannot quit because we realize we haven't reached the goal yet. While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm working intensely. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking negatively and I'll keep working. You keep focusing on everything and everyone else and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I am at, you'll realize you have nothing left to talk negatively about, and you will lose, and I will win. We don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose like specific achievements or education or whatever, but the main purpose in existence is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really examine. Why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in existence, to better oneself. People don't understand. It's you against you. The only person that gets in your way is you. Nobody else. It's you. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best companions. Every hero you've had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's standard expectations. Ask yourself what you're willing to risk. What's the price you're willing to pay? Because what most people do when they're trying to chase their vision or their big outcome, the whole time they're negotiating the price in their head. Should I continue doing it? Is it worth it? I don't know if I can continue anymore. It's getting higher, and that price is failure. This war we live in is tough. It will beat you down. The world and the existence we live in is the ultimate competitor. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness and just hammer you. You most likely won't regret the things you've done, but you'll definitely regret the things you didn't do. Do you really want to live an average existence? Or do you want to be more, better, successful? And with that, remember, if so, then you have to invest the work and go for it. Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being fully you. When you're exceptional, you have It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you must be willing to take the hits. What's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it. It's possible you can live your vision. It's necessary that you have an action plan, that you're resilient, that you stick to and work with the system, that you have the vision and never surrender, that you become creative and relentless and keep returning again and again and again, and that it's you that you must take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard. Easy is not an option. And when existence knocks you down, jump back up and say it's not over until I win. Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. People look at champions and try finding something that champion has that they don't have. But it's not that at all. They lack something everyone else has, which is an off button. And consistency doesn't always guarantee success. But if you're inconsistent, if you don't take those steps, you'll never be successful. Existence isn't going to be easy. Nobody's going to hand you nothing. You're not ready to give 120% in every single area. If you're ready to quit, you're ready to surrender, you're ready to give in, you're ready to tell me what's not working, who's doing this, what's wrong. If you're not ready to rise every day and start all over again, like nothing happened yesterday, why me? Because I can count on you. This is what you do. You are built for this. When the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises arrive, I want what all other people want. But when the opposition and adversity shows up, I just wanted it a little bit more than they wanted. Do you love this pursuit? I mean, love it with your whole heart. Because if you don't, let's not even bother. Let's not open that door. They're just going to slam it right in our face. Most people are missing something because they don't know who they are. They've never examined themselves. They've never done this experiment on themselves. You create your own self. There's so much in you that you haven't unlocked. What are you becoming? And if you go to work on it now, surely in a very short period of time, you can take on a new direction to become the kind of person you want to be. There's a very important question to ask, and the question is 10 years from now. You will surely arrive. And the question is where? And you're going to fail. 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 And then you're going to win. And that's existence. Existence without those challenges. It's just survival. Don't just survive. Go truly live. People that are hungry have zero excuses for not pursuing their visions, and they return again and again and again. They operate with the understanding that a setback is a setup for a comeback. I have a saying, if existence knocks you down, try landing on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Not every single day is going to be this killer day. Sometimes I wake up and feel great. Sometimes I wake up and I want to burn everything to the ground. But here's the difference. When I feel like that on the second day, I wake up, and you know what I do? The same thing I would do on the days I feel great. In existence, people don't burn out because of what they do. People burn out because existence makes them forget why they do. But when the purpose is intact, when the mission is intact, when it's about something greater than themselves, the opposition and adversity and challenges are part of the journey. That's what existence should be, a mission. That's what gives your existence purpose and focus and drive, and ultimately satisfaction. This is how you know you're not living in your calling. If when the alarm sounds in the morning, and you're not happy about it, you're not doing what you want to do. You're fighting upstream. You're going against what you were created for. If your work makes you sick to attend, if you're unhappy with waking up to go where you have to go, it's because you're not living in your calling. I never knew that the way people described you would become a prison until they did it. You are at your best when you're authentic to your core. You must be what you are, not what they call you. What happens in existence as we evolve as a person. We cannot allow ourselves to be imprisoned by anything people would describe us with, because we limit then what can be done in your existence. Find a thing you enjoy. Try to find a thing that you really appreciate. Try to find a thing you're passionate about, an activity. For me, early on it was drawing, illustrations, graphic novels. I wanted to be a graphic novel illustrator. Then it went from graphic novel drawing and illustrations to martial arts. Time is not the main thing. Time is the only thing, what you're doing with your time today. If you look at it, if you really look at it, all of us are basically the same. The only difference is how you use your time. We all get exactly the same amount of time. Exactly. The truth is, we don't know how much time we have, but we know we're here now. And the only thing we really have is what's right here in the present. If we want to enjoy more of existence, we must give everything we have right now. Your existence seems like it will last forever. I will tell you right now, it's not going to last forever. Those years go by rapidly, and suddenly you look up, and you're 36 years old, or you're 44 years old, and that time's gone. You cannot get it back. You cannot get time back. So those visions you have, those goals you have, don't postpone them another second. Not 1 second. Get on them and go out and make them happen starting right now. When we go through a time of chaos, when we go through a time of rejection, when we go through a time of feeling like nobody cares about us and everybody despises us, the world is against us, you must remind yourself that this is just you telling yourself things that are absolutely untrue. The world doesn't despise you. It's not the world. It's one situation you are making into the world. The reality of a situation often is very hard, but often the reality of a situation is not as terrible as it seems. Work on your list of reasons why. One of the big thrusts for success is to develop a strong enough why. And if the why is powerful, the how is easy. What do you do when you tried and failed, and you want to quit, and you want to surrender? I have failed far more times than I've succeeded. Far more. You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You must fail. Failure is part of the process to become successful. There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just existence trying to move us in another direction. When you're down in a hole, it looks like failure. And when you're down in the hole, when that moment arrives, it's actually acceptable to feel bad for a little while. Give yourself time to mourn what you think you may have lost. But then here's the key. Learn from every mistake, because every experience, encounter, and particularly your every day, it's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constantly getting better. The results don't really matter. It's the figuring out that matters. The superpower of learning to be alone and enjoying it. I think it's critical. These times where you just think about things, just be alone and think about things are so rare these days. During those rare times is when you really get to understand what you actually believe or don't believe. If you think ordinary is acceptable, there's no problem. There are some really wonderful, ordinary people. But if you are sitting here and you have extraordinary aspirations, then you're going to have to do extra. There's no trophy on the wall, the mantle. That trophy's in my brain. Nobody helped me get there. Nobody paid my bills. Nobody did anything for me. Nobody ran those miles, lost that weight with me. I suffered on my own and developed this person who said, "It's who I am." People want to find their passion, but you don't find it. You create it. You create it by becoming skilled at something. To become skilled at things, you start by doing something you're terrible at. Then you improve. Then you enjoy it. Then people ask how you found your passion. Answer: by starting when you were terrible and not surrendering. You must achieve failure. You must take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? That's where winning is. The problem is you've never felt pain before. You're soft. It's a soft generation. You quit on everything. I dare you to take a little pain. Existence. One existence, that's all you have. And regret in and of itself is worthless. It does nothing for you. In fact, the only valuable thing in regret is the lesson you learned, the knowledge you gained. But walking around filled with regret gets you nothing. People want the flame, but they don't want to touch the fire. Are you willing to put aside the things that aren't as important to you at this particular moment? Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it's terrible, it's miserable, it's lonely. Obsession is going to beat talent every time. You have all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk into that arena, you must think I am the best person here. A person's strengths are often their biggest weaknesses, and so that also means that their weaknesses can be their strengths. You can study the plan. You can change your existence. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your visions come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? You must open your mind. You must free your mind so that you can learn and make real progress. There's so much opportunity on the other side of being willing to persist for an extended period of time on the correct path without getting positive reinforcement from your environment. You stay in your comfort zone. That's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you must get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. Everything worth doing is difficult. There is no easy path. So many of you spend so much time, so much energy, and get yourself so frustrated searching for the easy way to get what you want. When in reality, if you just accepted everything worthwhile is difficult and just stopped beating your head against the wall looking for the easier, quicker, faster, free way to get where you want, because you're expending so much energy searching for the easy way that it actually makes the path that much harder. You must suffer. You must make that a tattoo on your brain. I didn't get here doing everything I love. I did a load of things I despise, and I did it for a very long period of time, and I did not have anyone to encourage me. In fact, I had many people who were actively trying to destroy my path and tell me why it was a terrible idea. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what difficulty feels like, and that's acceptable. Everything worth doing is difficult. The more worth doing it is, the more difficult it is. The greater the reward, the greater the hardship. If it's difficult, good. It means nobody else will do it. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you asked for. You just must quit worrying while you're in the process, because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when you get to the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way, and you're going to be